You are treating ChatGPT like a search engine, and that is exactly why it is giving you garbage. You type a question, you get a generic, high school level response, and you walk away thinking the AI is overhyped. But the truth is much more painful. You aren't being limited by the AI. You are being limited by your inability to give a clear instruction. Imagine you just hired the smartest intern in the history of the world. This intern has read every book, every line of code, and every research paper ever written. But this intern has no intuition. If you tell them to fetch coffee, they will walk into the kitchen and stand there because you didn't tell them to pick up a cup. This is the Lego box most people are playing with. They have all the pieces to build a castle, but they are just shaking the box and hoping a castle falls out. Let me tell you about David. David is a marketing manager who spent 4 hours trying to get ChatGPT to write a launch email for a new product. He typed "write a catchy email for a new water bottle." The result was robotic. It was full of phrases like "in today's fast-paced world" and "revolutionize your hydration." It was soulless. David got frustrated. He spent the next 3 hours rewriting it by hand, swearing that AI was a waste of time. But then David saw something that changed everything. He watched a colleague, Sarah, do in 10 minutes what took him 4 hours. But Sarah didn't ask for an email. Therefore, she didn't get a generic response. She started by building a world. She didn't treat the prompt box like a search bar. She treated it like a briefing room. She told the AI it was a world-class copywriter with a specialty in direct response marketing. She gave it a persona. But she didn't stop there. She described the target audience in painful detail. She didn't just say people who drink water. Therefore, she described the 35-year-old marathon runner who cares about BPA-free plastics and hates leaking caps in their gym bag. But then, she did the one thing David never thought of. She gave it negative constraints. She told the AI, do not use the words revolutionary, game changer, or in today's world. Therefore, the AI was forced to be creative. It was forced to use human-like language. David watched as the AI spit out 3 different versions, each one better than his own handwritten draft. But David noticed a problem. The second version had a fact that wasn't true. It hallucinated. Therefore, David learned the most important lesson of the AI age. Never ask for a final product on the first try. You have to use the chain of thought method. You ask the AI to plan the email first. You ask it to list the psychological triggers it will use. You critique the plan. But you don't do the work. You let the AI iterate. Most people think more words in a prompt equals a better result. That is a lie. Length is not depth. If you give a Genius Intern a 50-page manual that makes no sense, they will still fail. Therefore, you need to use the context-first framework. Role, context, task, constraint. That is the skeleton of a $1 million prompt. If you miss even one, the skeleton collapses. Think about your last prompt. Was it a task? Write a blog post. That is just a task. It has no soul. But if you give it a role, you give it a brain. If you give it context, you give it a map. If you give it constraints, you give it a filter. David realized he wasn't failing at AI. He was failing at management. He was being a bad boss to the most powerful tool in human history. Therefore, he stopped asking for answers and started asking for processes. He began asking the AI to ask him questions before it started. He would say, I want you to write a strategy for my business, but before you do, ask me 10 questions to help you understand my goals better. That simple shift changed his life. Instead of spending hours fighting the tool, he spent minutes guiding it. The payoff isn't just saving time. The payoff is that the quality of your work explodes. You aren't just faster, you are better. You are now the conductor of an orchestra instead of the guy trying to play every instrument at once. The AI isn't going to replace you, but the person who knows how to talk to it will. Stop typing questions and start building architectures. The box of Legos is sitting right in front of you. Stop shaking it and start building. If you want to keep wasting 4 hours on a 10-minute task, keep using it like Google. But if you want the castle, follow the framework. The era of the prompt is here. Don't get left behind. Go fix your prompts.